We're going back to rom-coms, to one that I'm specifically uniquely qualified to talk about. Happiest Season is a Hulu original Christmas time rom-com that came out back in 2020. And it's about lesbians! Happiest Season is about the greatest lesbian you've ever known and the worst lesbian you've ever known. The greatest lesbian you've ever known is Abby, played by Kristen Hotwing Stewart, looking so hot and being so charmingly awkward. This is the greatest glow up I've ever seen, and a ringing endorsement for why it's so important to be your true self, because it makes you this hot. And seeing her be so bright and vibrant in this movie makes it really hard to believe that this is the same person who was Bella in Twilight. The worst lesbian you've ever known is Harper, who's played by Mackenzie Davis, who has been in things, I just seem to have missed them all. Here she is being Butch for a Terminator movie. In this movie, she looks like Zooey Deschanel's cousin. Abby and Harper have been dating for about a year. Abby doesn't really love Christmas since her parents passed away, but Harper loves Christmas. Too different to ever get along. So Harper invites Abby to go spend Christmas in her hometown with her family. How sweet! Except, Harper isn't out to her family yet. But that's okay as long as Abby knows. Abby doesn't know? Okay, that's not good. But surely Harper explains this before they leave for the trip, right? She doesn't. She explains it after they've been driving for a while, and then pushes Abby to go along with it. Okay, that's not good. And I could forgive all that if it was only to get to the conceit of the movie, which is lesbians going back home and having to hide the fact that they're lesbians from their family, and hijinks ensue. Like, they have to sleep in separate beds, so they have to sneak through the house to see each other. And oh no, they're gonna get caught because everyone's in this room and Harper's over there getting dressed. There's good hijinks, I like it. But there's also drama. Because Harper sucks. Harper really commits to the we're not together bit by never spending any time with her girlfriend after she begged Abby to come along. She basically ignores her for 3 days straight. You might say, oh, she can't let on that they're... No. In the lie that they weave, Abby is just her lonely orphan friend who's lonely during the holidays. Why would she constantly create situations that left her lonely orphan friend alone in a place she doesn't know to make her more lonely? That's not just being a bad girlfriend, that's just being a bad friend. Abby meets Harper's first girlfriend and they have amazing chemistry, probably because they're the only two gay people in town. And Riley, Aubrey Plaza. In high school, Harper force outed her so that she could save her own face. And then but we've grown so much since high school, but it really doesn't seem like Harper has. Abby gets accused of stealing at some point, and Harper, instead of defending her, goes, yeah, it's best if you just lay low for a little while because everyone kind of hates you. Bye! Harper goes out to see her hometown friends and doesn't do a good job of properly inviting Abby into that space, so Abby ends up leaving early and Harper stays out until 2 a.m. And then the next morning, Abby goes to wake her up and check in on her and be like, hey, are you okay? You were out really late? And Harper goes so aggro on her, being like, get on my back. I think we need some space. Girl, you need space? You need space from the girlfriend that you've been ignoring for 3 days straight? I'll show you space. Abby, break up with her. She sucks. Oh my God, they did. Good. Abby, go find Riley. Your chemistry was so much better. I mean, in rom-coms, you never really end up with the person you started with, right? Oh, hang on. Harper finally came out? Good. Too little, too late. That's right, girl. Move on. Abby's back? You had your chance at the cotillion, you. And they're back together. Okay, hi, summary over. I like this movie. This is my second time watching it, and while I still hate Harper, I am much more accepting about the fact that they end up together. The first time I saw it, I was furious about that. And it's worth mentioning that Harper's family drama is done really well and very well resolved.
I don't have any secrets, but I am an ally.
We all have stuff that we have to get through, but I just think that you could be nice to your girlfriend while you're getting through it. I like this staying with family who doesn't know we're dating conceit. It's especially good because they made Abby so bad at lying. Doubly so when she's like, I'm straight, and she looks like this.
I'm straight.
Have they ever met a lesbian?
Anytime the movie could be cringe about that kind of stuff, Kristen tanks the hit for you, and it just makes you love her even more. Dan Levy is also in this movie as Abby's friend that she calls throughout, and while most of his parts are cutaway phone conversations, his role is one really funny, and 2, fairly integral to the plot. He drives all the way to Abby to take her home to get her out of this bad situation because he's an amazing friend. And he also talks about how everyone's gonna have a different reaction to coming out. Some of them are good and some of them are bad, but everyone has a shared feeling of anxiety before they take that step to come out that everyone who's done it can relate to. And it is with that understanding that Harper and Abby can come back together in the end. Truly amazing side character addition. This movie is a great watch, especially if you're feeling sapphic. And, Lady Pretty. Oh, bye. I'm getting so distracted. Most of this is nothing.